They announced the 25 semifinalists, modern-day Hall of Fame candidates. You've got your gold jacket, well-earned. We've both been working with Rodney Harrison for a long time. He's one of the 25, and it's always hard to separate personal feelings from objective evaluation. But I don't think people understand enough what Rodney was as a player and who he was. And anytime Bill Belichick is asked about the greatest players he's ever coached, Rodney Harrison's one of the first names, if not the very first name, out of his mouth. And it's amazing to me that doesn't carry more weight and that alone hasn't gotten him in. But when you're coaching and you know that whether it's the Chargers or the Patriots coming up and you got to deal with Rodney, what kind of stuff does the coaching staff have to worry about when you know number 37's on the other side of the line?
People don't really realize what a great player Rodney was. He had a 8 or 9 year career where he was very, very good in San Diego, and nobody really knew because they weren't winning. Well, then he goes to New England, and he's on this dominant defense, and he is the energizer bunny of that defense. And I can tell you this, Ty Law's in the Hall of Fame. Richard Seymour's in the Hall of Fame. I promise you, we spent more time planning and game planning for Rodney Harrison than we did for Ty Law and Richard Seymour. And that's just how good a player he was. Not taking anything away from those other two. They're very deserving to be in there. But Rodney Harrison was much more of a headache and tougher to deal with.
Well, and I look at it this way too, Coach. Even though championships aren't supposed to be the dominant factor in who gets in, when you have a team that has sustained excellence, it carries a lot of guys to Canton. Look at the Steelers of the 70s. It's going to get guys in who, if they had played for some other team with the exact same career, they're not getting in. And that wave hasn't happened to the same extent with the Patriots of the first decade of the century that maybe it should. And Rodney's the guy, like you said, if coaches are game planning for Rodney Harrison more than they are for guys who have already gotten in, then that tells the voters, and I'm not one of them, never want to be one, never will be asked to be one, but that tells the people who do vote, like Shireen, maybe it's time for Rodney to get in.
He is on the doorstep. I look at him as one of those game changers. And my roommate in Pittsburgh, Donnie Shell, was in the same boat. Played strong safety for a number of years, was a guy you had to deal with. He finally got in. Hopefully Rodney will get the same thing. He's very, very deserving of a Hall of Fame jacket.
Well, when it happens, I'm sure you'll be the one who goes to his house and knocks on his door, which will be an awesome scene. And he'll have, he's got that 1,000-watt smile. And sometimes you don't get the smile out of Rodney. Sometimes Rodney's not in the mood to smile, but he'll have that 1,000-watt smile probably from the moment he finds out until the moment he gets to see his bust.
No, he's taking it the right way. He's saying, hey, I can't control it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just leave it in the Lord's hands. He knows he's a good ball player. But like all of us, getting that recognition would be important. And he had a great career. So it's tough. I've got some other guys. Adam Vinatieri played for me as well as New England. He's up now. Reggie Wayne, Robert Mathis, they're all, in my eyes, great players. How do you separate it? That's a tough job for the voters.
Oh, and all these guys that played different positions, had different contributions, different eras, different years, different teams. They all get thrown into the same bucket, and the voters have to figure out which ones get in and which ones don't. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to be charged with that responsibility, because I already lose sleep over enough things. I don't need to lose sleep over whether or not I'm voting for the right people to get in the Hall of Fame. All right, Coach, we appreciate some of your time. Safe travels this week out to L.A. for Eagles-Rams. We look forward to seeing that, and we look forward to talking to you again soon. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.